welcome to the James
Hello,
Johnston
welcome to another
Football
video.
Channel.
I'm James Johnston, as always, so I haven't changed since you last saw me. And I'm with,
Hello.
as always, Tom. Tom,
Hello.
how are you doing since 12 hours ago?
Yeah.
Has your day drastically changed so bad to
No.
fill up some time on a video? No?
Well, it's Friday, isn't it? So it's better.
Yeah.
International break's over.
Yeah.
And we could get our hopes up to watching Thomas Partey get benched.
Yeah. I got your lovely text today with your with your antics from your work life. Less said about that, the better.
Yeah.
I will say though on here, I'm 100% on your side.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Not that it will ever get to it, but if there is ever a kind of hearing of any kind, I am willing to represent you in court.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
No,
but I'll certainly have you in the crowd.
Yeah. No,
if it were.
I'm 100% on your side there, but no, I'm glad it didn't put a dampener on your day.
No.
My day's been fine. It's been relatively quiet.
WFH.
Yes, yeah, as always. But I had the email day today, so I was only required to be on the phone at until 10, and then from 10 till 3:30 I do the emails, and that was much easier, not having to listen to anybody's issues or troubles or strife. I just got to sit with my own thoughts and insecurities. So yeah, it was much better, much easier. I could,
Fair enough.
I could deal with my own problems because I just don't deal with them. But when I'm paid to actually sort other people's problems out, it's a bit difficult.
Yeah.
So yeah, Arsenal versus Manchester City versus Arsenal. Yeah, we might have to change that on the thumbnail. I think we've done Arsenal versus Man City on the thumbnail. So
no, I haven't.
I think you have.
No, I haven't.
I think it should be Man City versus Arsenal, my friend. I think you.
That's what I've done.
Around.
No, I've done that.
Are you sure?
Well, I've written Arsenal versus Man City, but I've got the badges the right way.
Yes. Yeah.
I always put Arsenal first.
Do you?
I
don't think you do.
I'll have a look.
I don't think you do, young man.
No, I don't.
Because I've got the channel here, and if you look closely, that says Liverpool versus Arsenal there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Arsenal should be third. That was the mistake. That was the mistake. This isn't the mistake.
You've done Fulham versus Arsenal there.
Yeah, they were all mistakes.
Yeah.
Arsenal should have been first.
Just quickly swap it round and we'll get it done.
Yeah. Okay.
Makes us look better.
You pointed out now. Everyone knows that I've done it wrong.
Yeah.
Everyone knows I spelt Burnley wrong yesterday. Everyone knows that I've put the names in the wrong way around.
Tom, like people said, we don't. If you try hard, you should try harder. This is
I can't try any harder.
This is the things that we're trying hard to do.
Yeah.
Not just to impress that one person, because I don't think they're ever going to be impressed. But
no.
Not until Maldron District Council come round his house and apologise to him. I don't think he's ever going to be a happy boy. But yeah, the last game, Sheffield United.
It
was a 2-1 home win. So it's 9 out of 11 at home for Arteta since he's been in charge. He's got the most points other than Liverpool. I think Liverpool have got 35 since he took charge, and he's got 29.
It's all right, isn't it?
Asking you to go back a bit. I know it's quite hard for both of us to remember most things. But the lineup that day, obviously, Granit Xhaka got dropped, which was rare. And it looked like it was a back four instead of the usual.
I don't know. I don't really agree. It was a back four. I think it was a back five, and then they just he fooled us by doing a back four when we had the ball. Yeah. But then when we were attacking, it was when we were attacking, Saka was sort of in the middle, wasn't he? But when we were defending, he was quite clearly a left wing back.
Yeah. No, Saka sort of looked like he was playing Cam at times, so it was quite interesting. But Yeah. So going into it, obviously, there's a few incidents that I jotted down from when I was watching it that I've kept.
Yeah, thanks. Because I don't remember them.
No. So that's why I'm here, mate. That's why I'm here. The first one I put was obviously the Oliver Burke with David Luiz. To you was that when he shirt pulled him?
Oh right, yeah.
You know when Gabriel played a really sort of sloppy back pass. And, was it a red card to you? Because for me, I looked at it and went, it sort of is, but at the same time, Leno was coming out, and I'm 100% sure Leno would have got it because he did actually get it anyway. But I'm sure Leno would have got it anyway because looking at that Oliver Burke, no disrespect to the man, I'm not the thinnest person in the world, but I remember him when he first started. He was a very, very skinny man when he was playing at, when he was at West Brom and Red Bull Leipzig and all this before he went to Sheffield United, and he looks like he's just cannoned in weight. I mean, he sort of looks like the kind of person that his belly gets in his house 15 minutes before the rest of his body does. He was a very heavy. He looked like a very heavy man. That's all.
Is what you're saying?
Yes, that's all. That's all I will say. He looks like he's had a good lockdown, which I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
No.
And to be fair, at Sheffield United, do you really, when you play up front, have to be the fittest person going, considering all their running is from their centre backs?
No, I don't know.
Was it a red card to you? Did you think it was a red card?
I would have accepted it if he did give it.
Yeah.
To be honest, but I don't think it was much of a shirt pull. I don't think he pulled it for like long enough.
Yeah.
I think he sort of pulled it, then as soon as he pulled it, he sort of let go. It was a bit like the one when he gave a penalty away against Liverpool on Salah.
Oh yeah.
But obviously, because it was Salah, he sort of fell backwards. Like,
of course.
It was like, oh! It was like that.
Making that noise Burke, as well.
Yeah, well, I imagine he did.
Yeah, if you.
But like you say, because Oliver Burke is a heavy man, he probably didn't notice the shirt pull. So
yeah, because he's probably got a very, very big T-shirt. but no,
it's like a bed sheet.
Yeah, but obviously Salah making that noise. If I was a professional referee and a footballer made that noise, I would probably give a penalty because I'd be like, they're definitely in agony.
Yeah.
It's just a very. Then the next one I put was the is it? See, they all call him Sander Berger, but I'm like, well, there's no R at the end. I thought he was called Sander Berge.
Yeah, it is Sander Berg, I think.
Yeah, but they called him like Sander Berger, didn't they? But for me, I it's harsh for me to say that I thought that was a red, considering the Luiz one I didn't think was. But then again, I'm like, no, that's like above the knee. That's, do you know?
It wasn't above the knee. It wasn't above the knee.
It was like a shin breaker, wasn't it?
I don't think it was a red card.
Really?
I think Arsenal. I think Arsenal fans like to scream and shout about everything. And people are even going, "Oh, it was exactly the same as the Aubameyang one against Watford, and he got sent off." It wasn't the same.
Yeah,
it was completely different.
Was it Palace?
I think he could have got sent.
The Palace one.
No, it was Watford, wasn't it? He got sent off against. I thought
he got sent off against Crystal Palace.
I thought it was Watford.
When it was that, because it was that German kid they bought. What was his name?
Oh yeah. I think it was Palace.
I can't remember his name. Was it Max Meyer? Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Max Meyer. Yeah.
That's
Palace. Yeah.
I don't know. I think it could have been a red card, but again, I'd be gutted if they sent us off for that because he was just a bit late. I think he did lunge for it, but I think it was just slightly late.
Yeah, because Aubameyang sort of obviously, I thought he was going to go off injured. I thought he had a knock then, but no.
Yeah, he doesn't often go down, does he? Really?
No.
To be fair.
He always plays 90 minutes as well, like in the league especially. Like he's one of the ridiculously fit players, which I like. So because he's brilliant. So. And then literally the only chance that I remember us having was when they tried to play it out from the back and Aubameyang hit it and then Ramsdale made the save. But I thought the first half was terrible.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was awful.
Yeah.
Dreadful.
Yeah, I thought Nketiah.
Yeah, I think that was literally it to me. I think that was the only. I think that was the only chance. We didn't play any football.
No.
I thought Sheffield United were the better team.
Yeah.
It was appalling.
I really like him. I know you do as well, but I thought Eddie Nketiah had a really bad game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he was quite poor. No one was particularly good.
No.
I thought William was poor. El Neni was just doing El Neni things.
Yeah.
He did have a bad game, but he doesn't do much.
No.
Yeah.
So going into the second half, our first goal obviously was 19 passes in the build-up, and Pepe, when he played it into El Neni, I thought El Neni, like you said, did El Neni things, but this was the best thing he did the whole game. He laid it to he did like a 1-2 with Aubameyang, and then Aubameyang got it to Bellerin, and then it was a really high cross, and you were thinking like, oh, Saka's never going to get to that, and it was a really good header, because normally you'd think he'd head it down and low, but he got it like right into like the top bit of the net, like it was.
Yeah.
It's like a neck, you know what I mean? Proper neck. Big neck header. Yeah.
Yeah, you got a big neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good goal. I think he had to put it there as well, because I think there was a defender on the line.
Yeah, there was.
There was a couple of defenders and the goalkeeper. Placed it well. Yeah, brilliant cross. I thought it was really good play from El Neni, to be fair. He sort of burst forward, burst into the box. Yeah, pinged it into Aubameyang. And Aubameyang with a lovely touch. And, in the centre forward position.
Yes. Yeah,
that's when things got better, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When so they took it. Obviously, they took Nketiah off.
Brought Pepe on.
Brought Pepe on and played people in their proper positions.
Yeah,
it's amazing how that works, isn't it?
The second one, obviously, people say that Pepe changed the game. I somewhat agree with that, but then I actually think as well that I put Bellerin as the player of the week, and you agreed with me. But I thought he was sensational in the second half,
definitely.
Especially. I thought he was really, really good. But that second goal, obviously, Bellerin lays it off to him, and that's what I know Pepe can do. I know a lot of people still consider him a flop and rubbish, but people are like, oh, he had a dreadful first season. I'm like, someone brand new to the league getting 8 goals and 10 assists. Okay. I'm like, oh, yeah. I'm like, if that's considered awful, then God knows what,
And he didn't play. He didn't play 90 minutes every game either. So what I
want to know is if come Christmas, Timo Werner hasn't got 8 goals or 10 assists. Is we're going to be as loud about him?
Well, the trouble is, it's football Twitter. Everyone's literally obsessed with Arsenal. That's all the United fans.
Your Aubameyang thing today about the expected goal. I was like, mate, I was reading it, I was like, you are clutch. You are clutching.
Yeah. So after 4 games, going, his expected goals are only 0.1.
Yeah.
So what's you on about?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all they talk about. United fans, Chelsea fans, all they talk about is Arsenal.
Yeah.
I don't think we should engage with them. I don't think we should start slagging off Werner.
It's because we're winning again, and we're somewhat looking like a good side, and they hate it. They hate that Arsenal are somewhat coming back in.
Because what did we finish?
You got to remember, they want to hold all the other teams down. They want to block people getting new owners and all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't like anyone else being good but them. I'm like, well, sorry. I'm like, Arsenal are coming back. Deal with it.
Yeah. I just think they're worried.
Yes. Yeah. I agree.
It's just funny. Every trophy that Arsenal win, it's not worth anything.
Yeah.
When we finished the top 4, it wasn't worth anything.
Nobody wants to win that. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody. You think coming top 4's a trophy? Now they celebrate it like mad.
Yeah, it's like Jose. I saw him today, and he was like, "Oh, Arsene Wenger never beat me. That's why he didn't mention me in his book, because I make him unhappy." And why would he write about unhappy things? I'm like, he beat you twice. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm like,
he beat you twice, and he's not that relevant.
on the grand scheme of things, okay. Out of God knows how many games he only beat you twice, but you can't sit there and say, I'm like, he beat you twice, mate. You can't say he never beat you. He beat you twice. So Yeah,
I'm
like, you are daft, mate. You are daft.
He didn't put him in the book because Jose Mourinho is not that relevant to Arsene Wenger.
No.
But why would he just talk about Jose Mourinho?
Yeah. No, I agree. It's like I mean, I haven't started reading it yet, but for the fans, you know, it's a nostalgic book. And being brutally honest, the Ferguson rivalry is what the people want to know.
Yeah. You want to hear about that, and
yeah.
I mean, I'm not really that bothered about his rivalry because I don't think there is much of that in the book.
No.
For what I've heard, is sort of what he's been his promo for the book has been better than the book. Like the stories that he's telling, but
yeah, apparently his podcast that he did with Ornstein today is really good compared to the book.
Yeah. So I don't really know. The book's just about his life, really. He's not the type of person to slag anyone off.
Well, no, that's it. That's what I was saying. Like when people were talking about, like, oh, I can't wait to get all the details, and I'm like, he's not going to do that. He's not that type of guy. Like,
no.
You know, as far as I know, every ex-player that's ever played for him talks about how much of a nice man he is.
Yeah.
Where you compare that to Fergie, and even though some of them won like everything under him, they're like, don't like him. Like, look at Roy Keane's like, got no time for him whatsoever. Respects him, but you know, I think Yap Stam isn't very complimentary about Fergie either anymore.
Right.
But yeah, going back to it, their goal, you knew it was happening. I knew it was happening. We both said they're definitely going to score. Yeah, David Luiz, he gets dragged across to the left-hand side, so he blocks Gabriel, who's supposed to be closing down, but David Luiz just comes straight. You know, like when a car cuts you up on a roundabout where, and Gabriel's just sort of like, well, great, you're in my way, but whatever. And then, that McGoldrick just has all day, doesn't he? He just has all day to swing that ball in the net. And we held on, so...
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I don't think anybody thought he had that in his locker. They probably think, do you know what, mate? You're rubbish. Just shoot from there. I dare you.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh,
it's gone in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I shock you?
I've actually got this in my locker. Yeah. But no, it was a good win on the day. Have you got anything else to touch on with that game?
Just that I think that the way we finished the game has to be the way forward. I think, I said at the start of the season, I thought Lacazette's time was done. And I know he scored the goals, but he's not really offered anything else. I think Aubameyang has to play centre forward. And I think we need two proper wingers either side.
Yeah.
I personally would have sold Lacazette in the transfer window. I did say that I would have sold him. I think if we'd had sold him, we could have got Aouar as well.
Yeah.
I would have just sold him and had, you got Aubameyang, and I think Nketiah is a good backup to Aubameyang. Yeah, Martinelli's there. He could play on the wing or up front. So
Balogun, we hadn't even seen him yet.
No, I don't know whether he's going to sign a new contract or that. Doesn't seem like he is.
Well, I don't think they sold him today. So this is the last day that obviously you can do deadline moves, can't he?
Yeah, but he's in the last year of his contract, isn't he?
Yeah, it's difficult. What did you, just before we touch on Man City, what did you make of the transfer window overall? Because for me, I gave it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
I think we gave it more if we sold, like you. If we sold a few more of these players.
Yeah,
I'd have probably bumped it up higher. But I gave it a 7.
Yeah, I think that is the most disappointing part of the transfer window is the fact we couldn't sell. No one wants our players.
No.
That's
Arsenal's
still
fault,
there.
though, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
When you're giving the likes of the Mustafis and the Kolasinac's and the Socrates, if you're giving them like 100+ grand a week, no one else in the world is going to go, yeah, I'll pay them that.
No, yeah, I mean, we always got Ozil sitting there, not doing much.
No.
But I think, just on Ozil, I think Ozil could come back into the team with Partey there now.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I think
Wow.
I think Partey is. I think he's that mobile, and he's got that much of an engine that he can make up for someone like Ozil, who doesn't necessarily, he doesn't really charge about. Yeah, yeah. So I think in a way you could sort of go. Do you know, if we're going to play 4-3-3,
yeah,
you can have Partey and Xhaka in there and have Ozil floating about, and I don't think you lose too much.
See, for me, I can't see a way back for him. I'm like, if he didn't even,
No, it would be strange.
If he didn't even play him at Leicester in the Carabao Cup, I'm like, he definitely. I think it's the club as well. I think it's financial as well as Arteta not rating him.
Yeah.
I think.
Because
they don't want to pay him all the clauses.
Yeah, because didn't it come out that he's not actually on like 300 grand a week? He's on actually on 100 grand a week, but his bonuses bump him up to over 300 grand.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're not playing him, so he can't get the bonuses.
Yeah, exactly. That.
Well, I don't know though. I mean, he Emery didn't play him.
No,
Arteta did play him, and then he sort of said, "Oh, do you know what? I don't think you're good enough."
Lundberg had 5 games, Tom, and in 5 games, Freddie Lundberg didn't play him either. He started to, and then obviously, do you remember? I'm trying to remember. It was at home. He subbed him, didn't he? And he threw his gloves off, and had a tantrum. Lundberg was like, "Oh, fuck you."
Yeah, I don't know. I think it would have come out if it was to do with the board. Like, I think someone would have found out and gone, "Oh, he's being told not to play." But I don't think it is that.
I think they'd embargo that, or just everyone knows it's happening, but they just don't want to admit it.
I don't know. I think Ozil's quite a opinionated person.
Yes.
But I feel like, if he's going to go, I'm not playing anyway, I may as well just completely ruin my relationship with them.
Yeah.
And I think Ozil would say, no, they're not playing me because of this.
I don't know, because like you said, I think Ozil might in his head think that he's got a way back in. And he would rather stay at Arsenal. I mean, to be fair, where is he really going to go that's still... Because I think somewhere deep down in him, he probably wants to compete. There's still that somewhat little drive in him that wants to be a top-level footballer. But, I mean, where else is he going to go? I think the only places that were offering for him were like the MLS. And then I know that some team in Saudi Arabia were willing to give him 12 million a season.
Yeah.
I saw that. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where he could go. I think the trouble is we're a London club.
Yeah.
And London's a good place to live. So
100%. He's just had
all the players there. Why would they want to move to? Yeah, why would he want to move to bloody Saudi Arabia when he's living in London, getting all the sponsorships? I saw a picture of some shoes that he sent to Willian with his brand on it.
Oh yeah,
he's got his Fortnite or whatever he does on Twitch.
He bought everybody new shoes. Apparently, he bought all the players.
Yeah, so he's doing all right. Why would you leave?
No.
Well, you got to look at it from his position. If I was getting paid to do nothing at work, I'd stay there.
Oh mate, I said this on the Purely Arsenal podcast that I did the other night. I was like, it's our fault, and I said I don't hold any problems with it. I'm like, no. Why should I go out there and play football for 90 minutes every week when I've got guaranteed money in the bank? No, I'm all right. I'll sit at home. I don't mind.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, working from home for me at the moment, it's not ideal, but if I was earning 100 grand a week doing it, and I had a house that was worth 6 point something mil in the middle of London, I probably would think,
Yeah.
I don't
we're gonna stay here.
Yeah. I think I'll be all right. Yeah. I'll sit in front of my big telly on Twitch all day.
Yeah.
But no, the Man City game, mate. Obviously, Man City, they're unbeaten in 9 Premier League games against us. They've scored at least 2 goals in each of them since we last beat them 2-1 in 2015. Or was it? No, it was 2-0, wasn't it? Sorry, it wasn't. That was
it's the Cazorla game, was it?
Yeah, and the Giroud.
Yeah.
And I can't remember who. Was it Walcott that scored?
I don't know who the other one was. I just remember Cazorla having a brilliant game.
Yeah, he dominated it. But yeah, that would be the first time Arsenal lose if we do lose, it'll be the first time Arsenal lose 7 league matches in a row against the same opponent since a run of between 1974 to 1977 when we lost to Ipswich Town over and over again.
Oh, God.
Yeah, glad I wasn't alive back then. Yeah.
A depressing time. Yeah. Imagine how the fans would be like back then.
Yeah. Yeah, but Man City, their tally of 4 points after 3 games, that's their lowest since 2010. And they haven't gone 3 league games without a win since April of 2017. So,
right,
statistically, it's not really in our favour.
Yeah.
We both put us to draw. But obviously, since we did that yesterday, news has come out that De Bruyne is definitely injured. I don't know how much I buy into that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fantasy football has him readied out as if he is gone. Like,
yeah.
But I'm like, I don't know. Is this a Trump thing where he's there on the day, or is he definitely out? And then,
no, I don't think normally when they say these, they say it's sort of
50.
They'll say it at the start of the week, and they'll go, "Oh, he's injured," but then sort of the day before they'll go, "Oh no, he's made a miraculous recovery." That would be poor form if they go, "Yeah, I'll bet one of the best players in the league, he's definitely not playing tomorrow."
Yeah,
and then he plays.
In the league.
Yeah, and then he played like no. I think he is genuinely injured.
Yeah, no, fair
I don't
enough.
think he'll be playing.
But
that doesn't really change my prediction. That makes me feel like, obviously, the draw was a hopeful one. It just makes me feel a bit more confident we'll be able to get a draw, I think.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we're supposedly going to be all right with Tierney now, which is...
Yeah, I've heard that.
Which is good news. So, yeah, we both predicted a draw, but going into your starting 11, mate. So I'll pull your picture up. I'll pull your picture up. I've got it here. I'll go through it for you.
I'll have a look as well. I can't quite remember.
Yeah. You've gone for 4-3-3. Obviously,
but this is the lineup. It's not what I think he'll play, but it's what I want him to play.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, obviously Leno in goal.
Yeah.
And then a back 4 of Tierney, assuming he can play.
Yeah.
And obviously Gabriel, David Luiz, and then Bellerin.
Yeah, and then you've done Xhaka, Partey, Ceballos in the middle.
Yeah, but I've done. The way I've done it is I've actually done Ceballos as the central holding midfielder.
Yeah.
It's not. I think just because he's the one who's better out of them 3 of getting the ball off the back 4. So I think he's better deeper. But obviously, with them 3, it's quite fluid.
Yeah.
So, Ceballos could run forward and Partey will stay back.
They can just interchange the whole game.
Yeah. So, but I think Ceballos will predominantly be the deepest. Well, that's how I would do it. I'd have him the deepest. But then obviously, if one runs forward, you 2 stay back, and then just be sensible.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Yeah, no, I somewhat agree with you with that. That's it's a bit different, but no, I can fathom that.
I just think I think it would be a waste if we just sat Partey in front of the back 4. I don't necessarily believe he is a defensive midfielder. I personally see him as a box-to-box midfielder.
Yeah.
With the 89% dribble success rate, he could pass the ball. He's got the engine to get up and down. I think it'd be a waste, to be honest, just to sit in there.
Fair enough. And then your front 3, you've done Aubameyang staying up top.
Yeah.
And you've put Saka and Pepe in. Yeah, I can't disagree with that either.
Yeah, a bit harsh on Willian.
Yeah.
But I think I think Pepe. Who's their left back? Mendy, isn't it?
Yes.
Normally he's their left back. I think he's a bit suspect. So I think Pepe could have him all day.
Pace merchant, Tom.
Yeah.
Brilliant going that way. Make him go that way. Can't do it. Bit like the Liverpool one.
No. Yeah.
So
I think get Pepe against him. I think Saka on the other side, just because he's I think he is a bit more defensive than Willian.
I'd take Saka against Carl Walker every day.
Yeah.
I think Carl Walker's dreadful.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's still their right back, isn't he? They don't play anyone else at right back, I don't think.
It's Carl Walker.
And I know they've got that Ruben Diaz now, who is a good player. I actually think he's a really, really good player. But if they play Ake, which they have been doing, or that Eric Garcia, they're not very tall. I'd ping the ball over the top. You know,
I think Laporte is back now, though. I think Laporte's back because he was only isolated. He wasn't injured or anything.
Yeah, because I look at it and think, you know, against Liverpool, we were too scared to play that long ball. But I think Arteta would probably look at it and go, no, do you know what? Do it.
Yeah. I think you've got to.
Just whack. Just not like every single time, just, you know. You know, like Hail Mary NFL passes every single time.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be embarrassed to once in a blue moon, you know, someone like a David Luiz, if he's got the space there and everything else, just crack a long ball.
I think the way to play against Liverpool is the long ball.
Yeah.
But I think with City, they do not press like they used to do.
No.
They do not. You know, they are not. As soon as they lose the ball, they are not on you. And Liverpool are, I think. And I think this is why they're struggling at the minute, because they're not pressing like they used to, and the teams are better football-wise. So teams can beat their press, and they're right at their back four, and I think we'll have some joy with that. But
I think they're
hopefully anyway.
I think they're terrible at 1v1s, which is what Guardiola's admitted it like 3 times now. When he played Lyon in the Champions League, he said it. I believe he said it the year before when they played Lyon and lost to them. And then he's also said it in the Leeds after the Leeds game. And I'm like Arteta, he's literally told you, he's given you the game plan. Just isolate, isolate them as best we can, and just get them in foot races. And I'm with you. I would like to see all the quick players starting. However, for me, I've got mine here. So obviously Leno's staying in goal, 100%. Bellerin, Luiz, Gabriel, Tierney, and then I have done Thomas Partey and Danny Ceballos, which I feel harsh dropping Xhaka, but I'm like, Thomas Partey has to play. He has to play. And for me,
he's already our best player.
We had this discussion. 100%. And then also looking at it, Gabriel won Arsenal Player of the Month, and he got my vote for it, which I think is deserved. However, Danny Ceballos wasn't on there, and I would have given it to Danny Ceballos because I think Danny Ceballos is brilliant. So so I can't justify dropping Danny Ceballos. And then I've put Willian at cam. However, I wouldn't say no if you put Saka there instead. But I think obviously we bought Willian for a reason, so he's going to be in there. And then I've done Pepe on the right, and I've done Aubameyang on the left, and I've gone for Lacazette because Lacazette does score in the big games. Maybe not away as much, but he does play really well in big games. Plus, we need that person that when they have their back to goal, they can somewhat hold it up for the others to run forward. And I think Aubameyang does really well when Lacazette does that type of, like when Lacazette sort of drops a bit deeper. Aubameyang's lethal with Lacazette when he does that. But it's exciting. Like, I'm genuinely excited for what he did. I mean, I know you've said straight away if Partey's not in the lineup, you're done.
I am Arteta. I just don't. He's got to play. He's got to play.
I think he's 100%.
You cannot go. You cannot with a player like that just go. Oh, he needs time to adapt to the Premier League. It's too big of a big game to stick him in. He absolutely dominated Liverpool when they played him in the Champions League.
Yeah,
he rinsed them. He rinsed them to pieces.
From every sort of photo that I've seen and video that I've seen and everything else, like, if you tell him he's got to sit on the bench, I don't think he's going to be happy. He looks like I'm at Arsenal. I want to play for even though there's no fans there, He's desperate. He's desperate to play for Arsenal.
Yeah. Well, I can see it happening. Him not playing, but I mean, it would be outrageous.
Yeah,
it'd be absolutely outrageous. It would be like playing Joe Willock out on right wing. Oh, he done that. Oh, I know he did that. Sorry, yeah, it could happen. Yeah, it might happen.
So, is there anything else you want to add for the City game? I can't really.
I suppose just touching on Partey.
Yeah.
Like I said in the video yesterday, I'm not going to sit here and overhype him.
No.
And say, he's like I'm not saying he's the best player in the league.
No.
But I think for us, he's absolutely going to make a ton of difference.
Of course he is.
Like I said, I think he's our best player already. I think he's not played a game.
Yeah.
We had no mobility in midfield. We had no one who could carry the ball forward.
Mate. That's such a big call, but I can't say to you now I disagree, because obviously we haven't seen him play yet, but everything that's on paper and that I've seen indicates that you're correct.
Yeah, well, you've seen him play, you've seen all his stats, and everything that he does is everything that we needed.
Yeah.
So I think we only got.
He is
one
that
of
missing
the two
piece
parties,
jigsaw, isn't he? Like since Vieira
I think
that is the one thing he's not had, and he just
When you look at it, really, we've got. When you look at our goal, you've got a decent goalkeeper. Our left back, Tierney's a good left back. Gabriel's clearly a good defender.
Yeah.
David Luiz is a bit suspect.
Yeah.
Really. And Bellerin's a brilliant right back. And then in the middle, you've got Ceballos, Xhaka and Partey, who are, Partey's obviously the best player there, but Xhaka and Ceballos, they're decent players.
Yeah.
Going forwards.
El Nenny's not bad on his day.
Yeah, El Nenny's all right. And then, going forward.
He does his job.
Yeah, he does it. And then obviously going forwards, we've got Willian, Aubameyang, Lacazette, Martinelli's there.
And Ketia.
Pepe. Yeah. We've got brilliant players up front as well. So
Nelson.
We really, even Nelson. He's there. He's definitely there.
We haven't seen Smith Rowe yet.
Yeah, Smith Rowe.
Yeah.
So when you look at it, we have, especially the first 11, we've got a very good first 11, and we should be competing against Man City.
I was going to say to you, obviously, don't really know what way we'll do this next week, schedule-wise, but the Thursday we're playing Europa League. I think it's Rapid Vienna away.
Right.
For me, I look at our group and I'm like, kids.
Yeah.
The Premier League games are harder. I wouldn't start Aubameyang. I wouldn't start any of them. Next week against Rapid Vienna, I'd make that Renarsson have his debut.
Yeah.
Cedric,
I think that's why he's there.
Yeah, Cedric. I'd be like Mustafi, because he's meant to be fit by next week.
Right.
I don't think Pablo Mari's going to be fit, so I don't know who else I'd play at centre back with him. I'd play Kolasinac at left back. I know I can't see the guy, but yeah, and then I'd have Willock. I'd have Willock in the middle.
Yeah, Willock and Nenny.
Yeah, Smith Rowe at cam, and then I'd have Nelson, Saka, and Ketia. I'd just play them three.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good enough team to beat any of them teams in the group.
Exactly. No, so you're with me. Don't risk any of the big boys for the Europa League.
No, I don't think you will.
I mean, we should be comfortably winning that group, maybe to a canter. Maybe I'm being a bit, disrespectful, but I'm like, I mean, you can play the big boys after the group stage. Like, our second string should see us through.
Oh, what is it? Dundalk, Mulder.
Yeah.
And Rapid Vienna.
I know Mulder apparently have got like another 18 to 19-year-old who's 6 foot something or other, and is meant to be he's meant to be another Haaland. So maybe apparently he's like 6'6" as well. He's meant to be horrible.
Oh, God.
He's meant to be really good. I don't know, because we've registered the squad, so I don't know which I don't know which ones we've got in there. I think maybe Socrates got registered, so you never know. Maybe Socrates might play.
No, I don't think he did. I think it was
Oh, did
Socrates
he
and
not?
Ozil got left out, didn't they?
Oh, fair enough. Right.
Yeah, I think it was them two.
Did it get announced today?
It's a few days ago, I thought.
Right, let's see if I can find it.
Just after the transfer deadline, I think.
Yeah.
No, I don't think there's any way. There's no way he. There's no way he plays. He plays the first team. I don't think.
Yeah.
Surely not.
All the articles are just saying about how Ozil's left out. There's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see anything. Can't see anything in here. Oh yeah, Ozil and Socrates left out. Oh, fair enough. Oh, right then. Well, probably be Mustafi and Louise there. Oh, Mustafi and Holding probably. Yeah, because Holding won't play.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Holding.
Yeah. Yeah, come on, Rob Holding. Get Rob Holding in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, do some defending.
Yeah. Well, I can't really. I haven't really got much else to discuss unless you've got anything else you want to.
No, I think that's about it. Good to have the Premier League back.
Yeah. No, I'm excited. I am ready for the party.
I'm looking for.
I'm not going to do one of the.
It's going to be a
little song. I'm just.
No.
Yeah.
But no, it's going to be a good day of football today. I've got the Merseyside derby in the morning.
Yeah.
I mean, what a game I'm more excited for that, to be honest. What a game that's going to be.
To be fair, I might do multi-screen because it's Celtic Rangers.
Oh yeah.
So I might.
I wanted to watch that as well.
Yeah, I might put Celtic Rangers on and have Everton Liverpool on another one. Because
there's normally about 8 red cards in there.
Yeah, Celtic Rangers still kick one another. So
Rangers are top, aren't they?
Yes, yeah. Only just though. I think if Celtic win, they go level or something. I think it's quite neck and neck. But yeah, obviously, come on, Celtic.
Good day
for Celtic in that one.
Yeah. I don't know what the game in the middle of the day is. Is it Chelsea?
Well, you got to remember they're the pay-per-views now, my friend. They're the pay-per-views.
Yeah, the pay-per-view is United Newcastle.
Yeah, and Chelsea Southampton on BT is the pay-per-view.
Well, it can't be pay-per-view. It's on BT.
Yeah, BT's box office. They've got a pay-per-view one, haven't they? The 3 o'clock.
Have they?
The only 3 o'clock kickoff, Chelsea Southampton, and that's box office. £14.95.
What? That's outrageous. I thought there was only like one game a day that was pay-per-view.
No, so literally the only games on free telly tomorrow over here in the UK is Everton Liverpool and Man City Arsenal.
Where does it tell you what the bloody hell?
Yeah, go on. If you've got your fantasy football app open, go look. Go look at the fixtures, and it'll tell you what ones are on the. It gives you the tellies there. Yeah, because literally Super Sunday, you've got Palace, Brighton, and Spurs, West Ham. So that's 2 derbies for free, and then literally, like we said yesterday, West Brom, Burnley, pay-per-view. Like what?
Who's going to pay for that?
The thing I don't understand
that is funny.
You know the pubs. How do the pubs decide what games they're going to pay for?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Like,
yeah, I mean, even
like if I owned a pub, I know for a fact that there's probably Chelsea fans in Essex.
Yeah.
So I would have to put that. There's definitely Liverpool fans. I know that much. They're everywhere. They're like a litter. So I'd have to put that game on at 12:30. I'd have to put the Chelsea game on. Obviously, if I owned a pub, I'm an Arsenal fan, so I want the Arsenal game on. But that's But then I'd have to put Newcastle Man United on because more than anything, for some reason, Essex is full of Man United fans.
That's a bit tight, though, isn't it? For the well, I don't know. Will pubs even play football? Because we're a tier 2 team, tier 2 county now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know how it works. They say, you can't, you can only go to the pub with your household.
Yeah.
But if your mates all go there at the same time, I don't understand how that works, to be honest. So yeah, I think would it be worth the pub? Are the pubs making enough money to afford to pay £30 that day?
No.
Just to put some football.
No, of course they're not.
When there's there's hardly anyone going there.
And then isn't it like you can only eat and drink as well? So like you got to make sure you got like a guy.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, well, yeah. Is that tier 2? They have to serve food.
Yeah.
And then in tier 3, they just closed, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. It's all.
Yeah, so I mean, so you're gonna be sat there. I'm going to go to the pub to watch the football, but I've got to have a carvery.
Yeah.
I've got to sit there with a carvery while I watch the football.
Yeah.
No, it's just not going to work. They're not going to pay.
Can you get away with having just crisps?
Because it has to be a main meal.
You know the pubs do like the big grab bags.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, just do me a grab bag. That's food, isn't it? I'm eating. I've got crisps.
I think it has to be a substantial meal. Because otherwise, every pub would just be like, "Yeah, I sell crisps and peanuts. What more do you want?"
Yeah, it's food, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
food.
Yeah. So I think I don't know.
Sure. I'll tell you what, loophole. Just get nachos then. Everybody buy nachos. Buy nachos, and you'll be right. Yeah, just get your nachos.
That is a meal.
Yeah. Sometimes it is. Depends on the portion sizes.
Well, it's got if you got enough cheese on there.
Yeah, mate. You can never have enough cheese.
Just put some chicken on top. Just put some chicken and salsa. They go, there you go. It's a chicken dish with nachos.
Yeah.
There you go. Have that.
Yep. Well, on that note, if you're watching this and you're making yourself some nachos and chicken, enjoy.
If you're not, make yourself some.
Yeah, and
go to the pub and get some.
That's it. But make sure you're home by 10. Otherwise you're gonna get told off.
Don't play cricket in the streets.
No. But please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll come back next week, and we'll probably have more to talk about because obviously there wasn't a break in between. We should have sort of done this video during the international break because then we probably would have had more to talk about because we were remembered more. But
yeah,
like people said, we have to try harder to do the.
Yeah, we're lazy. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. No, I can't disagree with you. Yeah. It's not necessarily that we're lazy. Just sometimes it's just like we just do it later on.
Yeah.
I was always that kid back at school, get homework on Friday, and Sue, bless her, would go, James, do your homework right away, and then you got the whole weekend to do whatever you want. No,
I'll do it Monday.
Yeah, no, I'll do it Monday morning before I go in. Yeah.
In form.
Yeah. Just do it then. I'm like, I want to play Pro Evo 6, mate. What are you talking about?
Yeah, got to the Pro Evos.
Yeah. Want to play with my Inter Milan side with Adriano and Orellano.
God, what a team!
Victor Robina, Dagaka, all the legend, all the classic.
He was Iranian, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Dagaka?
he was. Yeah. Don't know who he was based on. They just made players up, didn't they? In the end, then.
Oh yeah.
Because they don't do it.
Orellano.
They don't do it on the new one. On the new one, they just regen the actual people, but make them younger again.
Yeah, because I signed. I didn't sign him. An 18-year-old Glenn Murray turned up in my academy.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't have signed him.
I'm not sure. I think I tried to sell him because he. Sometimes they're worth a lot of money, even though they've not even played a game. Yeah, because their potential is so high. I think I sold one for about 12 million.
Yeah, because I've got a 17-year-old Buffon in my academy at the moment, and he's already like 80 rated. But I'm not. I don't want to play you because you're literally. If they were called the same, but they just gave them like dummy faces, I wouldn't mind. But it's because
Yeah, but it's actually like the actual players, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Why couldn't they just do it? Why couldn't they just call him like, instead of January Buffon, why don't they just call him like Jeff Buffon?
Oh, Jeff Buffon. What
just be like, it's his son.
Yeah.
It's his son.
Yeah. Yeah, just Jeff Buffon.
Great player.
Yeah. Oscar Giroud. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah. Anyway, no, thanks, guys, and like, comment, and subscribe. We will definitely go this time because we're just waffling about video games now.
Yeah.
Take it easy, peeps.